What's up, everybody? Semi-original guy here, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web. How are you all doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I know I am. We're all having fantastic days because we're all playing Advanced Wars. What a wonderful day it is. So, this is round 3 of the Egg Cup, which is a open tournament hosted by the content creator Mangs. I'll leave a link in the description where you can check out his channel if you haven't already. But what this is it's a huge tournament. Huge tournament. There's almost 800 players, 780 players, I think, last time I checked, that are registered for this tournament. That's like half the player base of Advanced Wars by Web. It is beautiful. There's lots and lots of people here. Lots of first timers too, so it's super fun. You know, it's a great way to get yourself into Advanced Wars by Web. Alright. So, we are playing on this map, which I can't remember the name of, so I'm going to put it right here. That's the one. Okay. We ended up... So this was a tier 1 high funds match. High funds, right? Super cool. So I believe that the vast majority of people were actually allowed for this, you know? The only people that were banned were, you know, your Hachi, your Colin, Sensei, and Kanbai. They were all banned. Nobody wants them. Get them out of here. I think I'm forgetting somebody, but I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter. So, this is a mixed base, multi-fronted map as well, with heavy air and heavy navy potential, right? So, I myself have chosen Hawk for this battle. Now, I think Hawk is a really, really good pick for this map because it's very open. There's going to be lots and lots of heavy units doing battle. Charge that super co-power really quickly. Do lots of damage. Lots of healing too. Plus, with the 10% firepower bonus, can't go wrong. Can't go wrong, folks. Paired with the comm tower, that's 120 firepower right there. So, not bad. My opponent, though, he's ended up picking Nell for this fight. So Nell gets, you know, lots of luck. 0 to 90% luck on her day-to-day. Her super co-power gives you like 100% luck. Goes up to 100%. It's crazy. The engagements are wild. Just wild. Absolutely wild. Actually, I think later on this map, she uses her co-power, right? Super co-power. Go to attack something. It was potentially going to counter-attack me for like 117% damage. It's crazy. Right? Okay. But anyways, so, round 3. Let's go ahead and take a look at what happened in this match. Alright. So my opponent Nail tax. I'm gonna say nail tax. So I'm gonna say no. So now, you know, done the standard infantry builds, going and capturing lots of properties around. I'm going for the airport in the corner right away, which is very good. This map has 2 airports as well as the 4 bases and a port. 2 ports, 3 ports, 6 ports in total. Crazy, right? I know, so many ports. Whew. So much stuff. So yeah, you definitely want to get the airports right away though. Those are super important to get. Air units play a vital role in this map, I think. So yeah, just sort of going for some casual properties, you know, capping some things here and there. Good stuff. So now text? No. I'm gonna say no. I think I said that already. So now, open with a recon over here, which is an odd build. Probably wouldn't suggest even building recons at all in high funds, at least in the early game. Well, you could build, I don't know, it's super map dependent, right? But this recon up here, it's not necessarily super good. I wouldn't suggest that. But I get what he's going for. He's going to go and try to protect those 2 properties down there, right? He doesn't want me getting up and advancing. He wants to protect his lab. Because there's 2 labs on this map, right? They function as your HQ. If you lose both of them, bam, done. Game's over. Got nothing else. Can't do anything else after that. So you want to protect him. For sure. Okay. Another recon. Yeah, not sure what's going on there. So recons, yeah, I don't know. They're okay, you know, but I wouldn't build them too often. So, what I like to do on this map is just go heavy right away. You know, as soon as you have the funds for it, start building neo-tanks. Start building neo-tanks right away. Put them exactly where you want your combat to happen. And just go. Just rush. Just do it. Mr. Cannon style. Just blast them with cannons all day. You know what? It's the way to be. Okay, so the only thing of note here he built a battlecopter up here, which is good. So this battlecopter will be able to start doing pressure over here on this island. And maybe even potentially attack my base over here. But the thing is, so me, I went transport copter instead because I want to ferry one of these infantry over here and start capturing this base right here. I think it's super important. So yeah, I built a Neo-tank the other turn, which, like I said, getting those Neo-tanks. So that forces him to actually build a Neo-tank up here, which is an interesting spot to do it, because if you actually hold this area right here, the Neo-tank will be forced to actually attack you on a road, which is not really ideal, right? Now you can also get your Neo-tank and place him onto one of these cities, which would also make it so he might have to attack you from a road, which will be super dangerous, right? So this turn I actually spread some of my funds out and I buy an anti-air, a tank, and a battlecopter, and a whole bunch of other things, right? Gotta get those units out there. It's important. Okay. Neo-tank is moving down just out of range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, just out of range. So recon moves up to take a shot at the infantry. So it is going to stop my caps, for sure. But now that's just 4,000 funds that are pretty much just like down the drain, right? So that's why you don't really want to open up with small units like that. Go big or go home is pretty much the way to do it. So I start capping one of these cities here, which is good. Now this Neo-tank could actually come in and interrupt that cap, obviously, but I'm going to place 2 of my guys there so it can't. Even if the Neo-tank did come up and interrupt the cap, I would be able to move the infantry back and first strike it with one of my Neo-tanks as well. So, could be good. But you can see what the funds are actually up right here. Oops, sorry. So the funds are actually sitting at like 38,000 right now. So you can buy a lot of stuff for 38,000. You can go like heavy battlecopters, small units. You can just like keep pumping out the big units. Me? Keep pumping out the big units, man. Keep pumping out the big units. Got Neo-tanks. That's all you need. Just more Neo-tanks. Know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Alright. So this is actually where I think it kind of sort of wasn't a good move. So if you see that I have 2 Neo-tanks over here, what you really, really, really want to do is keep building your Neo-tanks over here. Because building a Neo-tank right here and sending them down here, I would just be able to hold off this area with just battlecopter support. It's really all you need to hold off a Neo-tank is just like 1 or 2 battlecopters just to like hold the front line. And that's pretty much it. When this area is the one that's actually dangerous, because if it's just 1 Neo-tank versus 2, I can actually just push one of my Neo-tanks up into range of your Neo-tank, and that would either force you to either move back or be forced to attack me, right? And then if that's the case, well then I just end up taking a really good counterattack on you with my other Neo-tank. So that's actually what I'm doing right here. I'm moving one of mine in range, and the only tile that you'd be able, or that he would be able to attack me by, right, would be the shoals of the road. That's it. Which is not a very good engagement. Now it is possible that you get a luck roll, right? Of like up to 19%, that's what it was. Yeah, so see, he takes that engagement and it's not super good for him. Plus I got this battlecopter right here. Now this battlecopter is going to be threatened by this fighter that just showed up into the fray too. So that'll be a little bit dangerous. Now if we look over in the north, we have a couple small units and a tank. Well, mostly just a tank. That will be able to threaten this guy right here. So that's a little bit dangerous. My battlecopter ends up taking a shot at his Neo-tank, like I said. So all you really need is just a Neo-tank. So I'm going to use my transport copter as a blocker. And if you haven't seen it, look in the middle of the map right there. What is this guy? A big battleship right there. Wow. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. So you don't normally see a lot of battleships, which is kind of cool. So this battleship is able to cover like a pretty large range. But the only issue is I don't think it's necessarily fast enough to really be super effective. The battleship could be countered with just a couple battlecopters. Now he's got this fighter here blocking it, guarding it, which is really good. That is a good play. But then he ends up moving the fighter down here to take a shot at my battlecopter, which is not like super good. Probably would have just kept it around this guy, because now this guy's open to be pressured. Okay, so start at day 9, so we're gonna see what else happens here. So the Neo tank over here that he built, it will be able to apply pressure over here, but you really need the pressure down here, because you don't want to lose this side, because the base is really threatened right now. And I'm just going to be coming up with my fighter, and I've actually capped one of his labs. So that's not like a really ideal situation that you want to be in. Because now, I mean, if you're going to win by cap, now you have to cap 3 labs. Right? So potentially what I could do at this point, if I manage to block off this base or get this base, then I just have to throw all of my units over here. All I would have to do is just build blockers over here and just hold the line and just send everything up here. Okay, so Nell's got her super co-power, which is super spooky. But the problem is, at least for Nell, is I did damage to pretty much everything that's in her front line. So her luck damage would actually be greatly affected by that. And he builds another Neo tank from this spot, which is not good. Not good. You gotta build it from over here, because this is where all your threats are. Or even like build like even a mega tank or something, you know? Build that. Or build like a bomber and start getting your unit count up. Because I managed to do a couple really nifty little hits down there, and then I managed to get Black Storm, which puts me really far ahead. So this is a super good turn. So I managed to do quite a bit of damage there. Yes. Now I'm pretty much just taking every single engagement I can possibly do here. And there's a fighter down in the south that went all the way to the bottom of the map, so I take a couple of my units and I actually block off the fighter in this corner here. So now it is stuck. It's stuck. It's not going to be able to go anywhere, which means all of my units that are everywhere else is perfectly fine. So he uses Lady Luck, big like 40% damage on my Neo tank, and then completely takes it out with 2 infantry and a recon. So power of Nell, everybody. She can be incredibly powerful. Now, mind you, obviously it is luck based. Nell functions a lot better in maps where she's able to form like really big infantry walls and just like slowly push forward, pushing pressure, and then, you know, first strike them with all those infantry. Alright, so day 12, I move a couple of my units in, take a shot at that fighter. And then I forget to keep my infantry there, so now the fighter can get out if it wanted. But at this point, sort of the damage is done. So I was kind of thinking about what to do about this, and this is what I was talking about, where the potential could have been anywhere between like 27 to 114%. So risky move, but it paid off because I managed to wall off that Neo tank right there, which leaves it open to 2 Neo tank strikes next turn and battlecopter hit, which would guarantee me the base. And then I could plop one of my infantries on the base, cap it next turn. That puts me in a very good spot. And it leaves his other lab completely exposed to multi-fronted attacks. So not really too much that he can do with that one. So he ends up resigning. Yes. But it was a good match. The main issue that happened with this one that I saw was spreading out your forces just way too thin. Yeah, it's either you have to go hyper aggressive against my aggression, or you have to go hyper aggressive up here and take this island. Because if I'm pushing over here, you could potentially push over here and do the same thing that I'm doing over here, and then you would end up taking this island and I would end up taking this island. Yeah, so that could have worked, but the Neo tank build over here, that was really the first like big downfall. Like it should have been either built on this base or this one right here. And that's about it. yeah, pretty much. There was actually an opportunity where you could use, or where he could have used Lady Luck or Lucky Lass, whatever Nell's superpower is, and actually strike this base with the battleship, and then if it ended up killing the unit, it could have actually plopped this transporcopter over here and had an infantry right there. However, it would have been able to be counterattacked, so it's not like a super play. But yeah, hyper aggressive on just one side. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And then, you know, you just kind of hope for the best. But I had a blast playing. Now attacks. I'm gonna say now attacks. I'm pretty sure. You know, good job. I mean, actually, I checked out your games. I don't know if you're watching, but I checked out your games, and like your first 2 matches, super good. Super good. So you should be, you know, big thumbs up, man. Good stuff. Just this map is like super hard. Not a lot of people play high fun, so they don't really know exactly what the plan is, you know. But hopefully that information helps you out. Aside from that, that's the end of round 3, folks. I'm going into round 4. So wish me luck, please. I'm probably gonna need it. Okay, this has been a semi-original guy, aka Mr. Cannon from Advanced Wars by Web. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. Helps me a lot. Alright, take care of yourselves. Bye bye for now.